Thank you so much for reporting to my TBC live broadcast. This is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey starting my live broadcast. This is live broadcast episode number 181, and that's 181 live broadcasts to date. It's an honor to be representing the Billion Coin, as we call TBC. TBC has been around now 2.5 years. It started, we know, as back on March 21, 2016. And our coin was at that time was only worth 1/10 of 1 cent. Now it's hovering around $8.1 million per coin. Now, when someone purchases TBC, which is called crinkles for another person, because that's the way we actually make our transactions from people, from person to person, peer to peer, that no one can afford that type of money. But they can buy what they call crinkles. Well, crinkles is actually a smaller portion of the TBC coin. Okay. Now, all right. Now, Israel, I'll be with you in just a moment. I just want to get going here. I want to recognize people that that's always here, and that's a little one that always watching me all the time. Her name is Kayla. Kayla's great to see you, little one, and also I have a loved one that's in the state of Tennessee that always supports me as well, and I love her as well as her family as well. Okay, now I know that we are actually we're in the month of September of this year. We're coming in the last quarter of our year, and that means that we got to be more vigilant in getting people involved in the Billion Coin. Now, that's whether we have a cruise or not. The cruise is as an added plus that TBC gives us opportunity to participate in. But it's important that we get people involved. But we got to make sure that we get the right people involved. Because when I hear people come on in our community and they want to know how to cash out TBC, that tells me that something went wrong there in terms of giving that person the right information. And perhaps the person who gave that person the right information wasn't actually trained them properly themselves. So it's make sure that we teach people the right information. And we get that right information, of course, from our TBC blog, but we also get that right information from a TBC coach that knows the system, that knows the Billion Coin, that know TBC. Now, when I speak of my friend Randy Wilson, he's been in TBC since the near the very beginning part. Okay. Now, when I came in TBC, when I found out with TBC in December 2016, I didn't get involved until February 2017. But I went back and I went back and I studied every single blog. I read every one, then I studied every single blog up until this point. And I know that's a big feat for most people to do. Every single blog. But if you want to get, if you want to get if you want to get exactly all the tools, all the right things you should learn in the Billion Coin, you have to be a student of the blog. I would never say that I know everything, but I know the blog. Okay? Some things you have to know. And the blog is something that I do know. And only because I'm a student of the blog. That's the only reason. It's not because someone told me here in the United States. It's not when someone told me in parts of the world. It's because I read and I studied the blog. And because I've used that phrase, be a student of the blog, admin even used my words. Okay? So admin is in line with me, you see, in terms of making sure that we're doing the right things in our community. Now, one thing that I really, really love about the Bangladesh community is that they are in line with our admin. You know why I know that? Because admin would only grant a community like the Bangladesh community, like the India community this Kumar is involved with, like in Cameron, that Mbek is talking French, speaking French in that community. Like Randy in the United States, admin would not grant those communities in TBC if they weren't in line with TBC community. Meaning that they know the fast start system. They're going through step by step. They're not skipping. You see, they're not skipping the system. They're going step by step. And see, I talk about a lot. People like to skip over the live broadcast section. See, they don't skip over the last broadcast. They don't skip over the broadcast. Set up your broadcast and do your broadcast section. They go step by step by step. They're using the script that's in the TBC blog. You see, they're following the cash flow coaching system, because see, the fast start system is the part of the cash flow. If you don't follow the system all the way down, you will not get cash flow. All right. A lot of them are becoming cash centers. Remember, a cash center is not a place. Now, it's true that you have to find a place to set up away from your home. Never use your home address to be a cash center. But a cash center is a person that has to have what? Either $10 of Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin. Okay? If you follow the system, like admin says in the blog, you will be successful. For those who deviate from the system, those who will not just follow a coach, those that have their own agenda, those people are the ones destined to fail. Now, I'm not saying, and I know the Bangladesh community may not have seen some of my early blogs, because I talked about failure is not necessarily a terrible bad thing. Failure could be looked at as a stepping stone to learn more. Okay? To learn more. I want to read something to you that I think a person, one of the ladies in our community, ATM Irene, where her name is actually Irene ATM. That's her real name. She just uses it backwards in her YouTube. And she's from Uganda. On her actual Facebook page, there are some great things she posts a lot. And this is one of the things that I want to read. It reads, "Today I will do what others won't, so tomorrow I can do what others can't." I'm going to read that again. "Today I will do what others won't or will not, so tomorrow I can do what others can't or cannot." So what you do now, okay, what you're doing now is what many people will not do. They look at it as a challenge to actually do or be a part of our community. What you're doing now, you're doing something that maybe tomorrow the others will not ever do. You see? And this one here I like too. It says, "Don't chase people, be an example." Now, haven't I often talked about being an example for others, but be a great example? So don't chase people, be an example. Attract them. Work hard and be yourself. The people who belong in your life will come and find you and stay, perhaps. Just do your thing. I'm going to read that again. Don't chase people, be an example. Attract them. Work hard and be yourself. The people who belong in your life will come and find you and stay. Just do your thing. And this little short one says, "Knowing is a process, not a product." What do you think? Knowing is a process, not a product. What do you think? I like these little things, these little sayings, or whatever you want to call them. They're just great quotes. Because it's some of these kind of things, what they do, they make you think. sometimes our minds on how and where we think sometimes gets in our way. Sometimes that we use our own self as a roadblock and getting and knowing as much as we can about a certain thing. And in this case, we need to learn as much as we can about the Billion Coin and where we're headed. Because see, what I'm gonna let you all know something. Do you think admin is finished? Oh no. There's more coming. Are you going to be prepared for what admin put in front of you on our blog? Or are you gonna just put the brakes on and do nothing? And these blog posts steadily come out giving you instructions on how to be successful in TBC, and all of a sudden, something big comes that every member has to do. What would you think you would do? Would you continue to learn like a lot of us doing, like the Bangladesh community is doing every day? A very active community. People like Mizanor and Israel, they're very active. You can see it in their, in their live broadcasts. You can see it how they direct other people in their live broadcasts. You can see it how they do it on their on their chat. People like Atem Irene and Cameron. People like Mbek Derek and she's in Uganda. I'm sorry. People like Mbek Derek and Cameron. You know, people like Lawrence Maleki in South Africa. Active people. People like Femi, the TBC Revolution. I could just name people like Nicole, Dream Homes Investments in Europe, in Italy, in that area. People like Serene's of TBC Prayer War in New Zealand. See, I have friends all over the world that's very active in TBC. They believe in themselves, first of all. They believe in their families. They believe in helping other people. Because when you help other people, guess what happens to you? Great things start to happen to you and your family. It's just the way life is. So if you just continue to be what you're doing, see, the way I look at it is, a lot of us broadcasters are doing a great job. And sometimes more of us is expected of us. But when more of us is expected of us, are we going to back away and just take the foot off the gas, as in being in a car, so to speak? Are we going to just sit back and allow somebody else to take the lead? Or are we going to continue to build and have great leadership all over the world? But see, this is what I see happening. A lot of us are getting to that leadership level. But while we becoming a leader, we have to bring people with us and teach them how to be leaders. And they do the same thing to their people. Teach them how to be leaders. Where each one is teaching the same fast start TBC system. Where everyone is getting cash flow, being what we talked about just now, an example. Being a great example. So when it's time to talk to someone that's poor and doesn't have much, you can teach them doing the same thing you learn. But see, while you're doing that, you have to keep it simple. Keep as much as you can in your TBC experience simple. Simple. Don't make it complex. When you're actually talking to someone about the Billion Coin, keep your explanation very short, very simple. Because if you're saying a lot of things, most people won't understand you. People don't know what cryptocurrency is. Get this. Only 1% of the world actually know anything about cryptocurrency, which is digital currency. Only 1% out of 99% of the people don't even know what it is. So 9 times out of 10, when you talk to someone about the Billion Coin, they don't know what the Billion Coin is. So I know we use that TBC, 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 TBC. But sometimes we got to get in the habit of actually saying the whole word all in its entirety. We should be using the billion coin more. The billion coin, the billion coin. People don't know what TBC is. You have to say the billion coin. The billion coin was created on March 21st, 2016. Okay? Get this now, think about this. When Bitcoin was created, and get this, most people don't know this. See, they say, oh, Bitcoin was created in 2009. Correction, 2008. If you know how it was created and who they believe created it. But everyone is a lot of people have said using that acronym is BTC. Everyone doesn't know what BTC is, or BTCH, or ETH, or LTC. They don't know these things. You have to say the word more. You got to make sure that you're actually using the language that people can comprehend. So make sure that when you're talking these things, be careful not to get in a habit and fall into that same thing what most people do and say, TBC is a great word. I'm not knocking that, what people say. I'm just saying that you got to start saying the billion coin. The billion coin, the billion coin, the billion coin. Because when you say that, as you teach people, you got to make sure that they understand what the billion coin is, that we refer to as TBC. What it is, what it isn't, what is your correct road is, what is your correct is not. Those 4 things every single member needs to know. And when you know them, you teach them to your top 10. 4 things. What TBC is, what it isn't, what your correct road is, and your correct is not. These things, this was first presented TBC by Gerard Windsor of the United Kingdom, UK. I think he hit it right on the head when he said that. Because I get people messaging me all the time. Oh, it would be wonderful to use TBC to pay your bills and pay for goods and services. You can buy some goods and services now. You can trade it for goods and services, some of it now in some locations around the world. But it's going to take time before it becomes mainstream across the world. Because this is something new. This is new currency coming on the scene. So our blog or our admin have said maybe 1 to 2 years. But what if it took 5 to 10 years? Would you still be there? Would you exercise enough patience to understand that it takes development of our coin and its understanding for most people? Because what I discover is that most people don't really understand what it is. They think it's like fiat, like your paper money, fiat money. They think it's, they think you can trade it for Bitcoin. I have people saying, when can TBC be traded for BTC? And of course, I know what BTC is, it's Bitcoin. But when can that be? You know what that tells me, a person? They don't know what TBC is. Perhaps they don't know what Bitcoin really is. But they definitely don't know what TBC is. Because TBC is an abundance-based coin. BTC or Bitcoin is a market-based coin. It's like apples, oranges. So how would one think that we would ever trade TBC for a market-based coin? One, it never was meant to. Two, it never will be. Market-based coins are made differently. Our coin has already been made. Notice what I just said. Are made different, meaning they're still making it. Because there are already 7 out of 21 million Bitcoins that's supposed to be made, there are already 17 already been created. And it's going to take the next 5 to 10 years to create the rest of them. But our 100 billion coins that's slated to give to every person that become up to 1 billion people come into our community, they are already there. The worth of our coin is built on people. And what our people are what? There's no price tag on people. We're priceless. Think about how serious that is right there. Admin said we would grow our coin based on a person coming into our community. So admin was thinking, my God, there's nothing more priceless than a human being. And then the early days, admin said, oh, we'll associate a European euro for that. But admin started to look at and see how the euro was diving sharply. And admin said, no, I don't want to associate, I don't think that's a good idea to associate that anymore with a person that comes to our community. So admin said, oh, you know what we'll do? We'll take something that's stood the test of time. Gold. What a magnificent idea. Admin, you're the greatest. Who would have ever thought of that? Think about that. Who would have ever thought to associate a grain of gold with a person that comes into our community? A grain of gold, a person comes to our community. And that's what makes our coin go up in value. A lot of us, think about it. A lot of us have so much coin in our wallets, worth so many millions, and some have billions of worth of coin in their wallets. And everybody's wondering, when can we spend it? Well, guess what? Some of you can. But what you got to do is follow the system. I know I sound like a broken record, right? Because we're going to keep saying it and saying it and saying it. You hear Randy talk about it every time his live broadcast. You hear me talking about it. You hear Lawrence Malecki. You see the Bang and That's community now doing the same thing. We don't keep saying this until it becomes almost a song. So when people come into our community, they're going to be saying, well, everyone is saying the same thing on their live broadcast. Maybe perhaps this is the correct way to actually function in a billion coin. See, admin's no longer leaving it up to us anymore like they did all last year on how to actually grow our community. And well, they're leaving us to grow our community, but in terms of how we actually make money in TBC. Because some people were not following any system. They were just following a system. So the admin say, okay, let's put it down on paper. Let's document it. Let's step by step. And let's see, can we get everyone to follow this? And that's why Randy teaches that in his cash flow coaching. Because that's the exact same system that Randy, which actually made him produce thousands of dollars in TBC. He's teaching y'all the same thing that worked for him. The same thing. He's not cutting anything short of you. He's teaching you every single thing. But it's one thing that he really expects of you. And that is that you teach your people the same thing. Wherever you are, wherever in the world you are, teach the people in your country the same exact thing you learned. And cut no corners, cut no steps, step by step by step. Almost word for word. And you know the greatest thing he did? He said, okay, every particular cash flow coaching class we have, I'm going to record it so you'll always go back and listen to it again. You can listen at your own question, your own voice. So you're now learning as much as you can. It's almost like you're studying the blog. You just don't have someone talking to you. Well, actually, you do. You really do. You have admin talking to you because that's exactly what's happening in the blog. You ever read the blog sometime and going through the blog and questions asked? It's almost like the person, because the question, they say a sentence like a question. Don't you realize that's done on purpose? That's done because admin wants you to see exactly what he or she is saying to you. Sometimes admin want us to check ourselves sometime. Make sure, are we really doing everything we should be doing? I'm no different. I'm no different from anybody else. If it's sometimes you feel like admin is getting on your case because we need to be doing exactly what he or she asked of us, well, guess what? All of us feel that way sometimes. All of us could be doing more. But if we're doing the right things, basically, that's subscribed in our blog, if we're doing everything that Randy says in his cash flow coaching, if we're actually looking at the videos, because get this, don't you know that admin would never put a video on the blog if they haven't already vetted that video first and make sure that it's speaking the language that they expect that can help our community? See, that's in the blog. That's in the blog. I'm not talking about my videos. I'm not talking about Randy videos. I'm talking about other videos like Jeff Barrett, the Dollar Vigilante. I'm telling you all something. If y'all not following Jeff Barrett, the Dollar Vigilante on YouTube, you should be subscribing to it. You should be getting his emails. He's letting us know exactly what's going on around the world. Just like admin does. There's some great people out there doing some great work. So while we're building TBC, like I call under the radar, while the establishment and everybody else is doing whatever they want to do out there, like they normally do, see, we can't control them. But you don't have to let them control you. You control you. You see, you control you. So what you do, the action you take, is because of what you need, what you need in your life, for you and your family. And while we're building our own community, our own economy, despite the status quo, when this thing gets more liquid over time, don't you think that perhaps we can help a lot of people You see, I happen to know that what admin is doing is no easy feat. It's pretty huge, pretty big. And really, we should treat it like it's big, because it is. Just the thought of ending poverty worldwide, globally, around the world, that is one of the biggest feats anyone could do. And the process that admin want us to do is right on point. It is excellent. Because don't you know, if we even get to 500 million people, that's 500 million people in the Billion Coin. Do you think people will not notice what we're doing? Oh, some eyes are going to open. Some eyebrows are going to go up. They're going to wonder, what is this thing called the Billion Coin? What are those people doing over there? Oh no, we don't want to, as we call it, wake the sleeping bear, or stick a stick in a hornet's nest. We're not waking up the governments around the world and the banking system so they can get their piece of us. I'm telling you, if we let them know they want a piece of what we have, they want to tax it. You know? Because is the mindset of our governments is a greed, scarcity mindset, you see? It's not like an abundance, a love and prosperity, or what we're all about in the Billion Coin. You see? It's not about that. It's about, I got to get mine when I can get it. That's the mindset that a lot of rich people have right here in my country, in the United States. And my country being one of the richest countries on earth, and the most powerful countries on earth, they just don't, the government system just don't quite get it. It's not about them. It's about helping humanity. It's about helping the other person out here who's suffering. It's about helping the poor. They don't know when they're going to get their next meal. Or that last, notice I didn't say glass, maybe cup of water. So let's be mindful as we go on our journey in the Billion Coin, and make sure that we are being students of the blog, that we're getting all that coaching we can get, that we're doing everything step by step as admin continues to give us good blog posts. And more is coming. See, you know, have y'all noticed something? And these are things I notice all the time. Admin will put out some great blog posts, and they'd be long. And then it'll cool off a little bit. And they'll put maybe Randy, myself, maybe some people, other people on the video, and then put a few other things there. What do you think admin is doing? I don't know if y'all figured it out yet, but I figured it out. This is what I think. When admin give us something for about 1 or 2 weeks of a lot, I call it meat of the meat of the blog. Guess what they expect for us to carry our mission, carry out that mission. Just like we're on a secret mission. That's exactly what they. You know one thing? It's almost like sometimes for me, I don't know why y'all feel this way, but it's almost like for me that when I'm studying blog, it's almost like admin is right there beside me. And it just feels that way to me sometimes. It just feels like that admin is just speaking to me and I understand their language. They give some incredible blog posts and just let it simmer in us for some days or maybe some weeks. Why do you think they're doing this? It's like giving you a jolt, okay? To ignite you to do what? To build our community. Because we're not getting a bunch of joiners in our community. We need people, we need builders in our community. See, there's a difference between joiners and builders. Joiners just get in TBC. They may be listening to you, but they're not exactly acting. They just sit back, allowing their TBC coin to grow. But joiners are active, like Israel, like Mizanor, and several people of their Bangladesh community. I don't know about, I don't know whether you all out there have noticed, but this community, the Bangladesh community, to get their Sinbad meeting that quick, they're putting the world on notice. They're saying, hello, guess what? We're here. We're workers. We're builders. That's what they're saying. They're builders. That's how I see the community in Bangladesh, builders. And what we need to do is multiply what they're doing. Multiply what Nigeria is doing. Multiply what Cameroon's doing. Multiply what South Africa's doing. Multiply what New Zealand is doing. You see? Just multiply, multiply, multiply until we get to 1 billion members. We should be way past, think about this for a moment. We should be a lot further than 3.2 million people. There's nothing holding us back. We got a network that's working. We got a wallet with that network is working. We got migration out of the way. See, all the things that was holding us back last year no longer exist. So let me ask you out there, and I'm not talking to the people on my panel now, I'm talking about the people out there. What's your problem? Why are you stopping? Why are you stopping? Why not do what you did back from September to December when we had 25,000 to 50 people a day coming in TBC? You can't now say that, oh, we don't know how to pay in Bitcoin. We don't know about Bitcoin and Ethereum. No, because guess what? We got cash centers now. We got Erickson as cash center specialist. See, we got people in place and they're still building cash centers. See, we got the answer for all your questions. Then we get people that still asking that question. Why can't I use the TBC to buy them now? Guess what? Because you haven't read the blog. You haven't been a student of the blog, so you don't know what TBC is, what it isn't, and what your correct road is and what your correct road isn't. You don't know those things. I got a person I'm training right now that somebody led this person the wrong way. He just don't understand it. He was told he could get some of his money out in 6 months. And he's sitting on $40 million worth of TBC right now. I'm wondering, what can I do with it? I said, guess what? I took him, we did a screenshot, take him right to the Fast Start system. And guess what I also told him? Sign up for at least 2 weeks of cash flow coaching with Randy. Because Randy has said that he can practically almost guarantee you'll make a difference in your life if you just give him 2 weeks of cash flow coaching. That's number $20. Now I know $20 is maybe a little bit more in other countries, but $20 is not very much here in the United States. And he'll give you $20 in Kringles. So you're getting, you not only getting his coaching, he's giving you some crinkles in your wallet if you want it. You cannot beat that. Now, I know that people here realize it. He will not be doing any cash flow coaching the last week of this month because he's in birthday month, and he will not be doing any live broadcast the last week of this month. He made that announcement yesterday in his live broadcast. So now let me get to my wonderful people here on this panel. Since I'm gonna start this way, since because he was first on the panel, Mr. Ashrak, you would come on? Would you just unmute yourself, sir?
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. First, I give the thanks God because you are safe now. I know this is the dangerous period. You have passed the some dangerous period, a hurricane like this. So thanks God. Then, sir,
Thank you.
I realize your nice presentation. You say about around the TBC many things, sir, and I get the got the some measure some point. The one of the point, uh, I think this is my thinking. Major percent TBCN and members, they are skip like blog. Not understand. One the point. Second the point is, sir, you said 99% people is in the world, whole in the world, they are don't know what is the cryptocurrency.
Correct.
Right? And I say here is TBC platform, 3.5 million we are member. I say there is 99% TBCN don't know what is the TBC.
Right.
They are make wallet, they are make a account, and they are thinking, well, we are coming rich. No, like this. This is not like.
Right.
This behind is big holy concept. Admin give us this TBC platform, this concept, this mission and vision is holy, and there is so many things we don't know because we don't try to understand, we don't try to reading, we don't we have no time, sir, like this. We are always we are TBC, we are TBC. We are doing like this. You know, this cash flow coaching, I say this cash flow is school. This is my thinking. Cash flow is a part of TBC, and cash flow is a school. There, what we go there? Why? Because we want to learn. We want to learn, and we want to make educated. Because before our work in Facebook is like a promoter. No, we are not promoter. We are distributor. Then why we are go there? Come here, go there. Come here, take education, go there.
Go there.
Come here, take learn education, and go there. People, you teach people.
Right.
This is the best. Yes, sir. This is the best. That's why weekly 4 days $10, and same day I pay $10. Same day Randy sir give me $20 to Kindle like this. He give me. He teach us free. He not take any money. See, I give $10 and he return give me $16. Yeah, this value is $16 to Kindle, right? Right, sir?
That's correct. That's
so why we are lazy? So why we are not going there? Why we are shy? Why we are afraid? TBC Randy sir is a friendly man. Why we are afraid? Why we are not talking there? Why we are shy? because I am a not Englishman, because of my maybe my English is speaking is wrong or like this. But no, it's okay for me because I am Bengali. I am not English. Randy sir is a really friendly man, friendly person. But we are, I see some major person, peoples and student is afraid. Why? They are shy, don't talk. They are already making video hide like this. Yes, sir, this is fact.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, I can show something, please. I want to hear order.
You know, isn't what Granny doing is helping people get over their own barriers?
Yes, sir.
Isn't he helping you all get over some of the things that, well, some people get, I use this expression a lot. Some people get in their own way, meaning they block their own blessings.
Right.
You
Right.
know, they got a barrier right in front of them, and they will never cross that barrier no matter what. Until Randy said, guess what? If you want to know what's over there, you got to get rid of this barrier.
Right, sir.
You know?
Yeah.
So let me hear from Mr. Can I hear from Mr. Mizanor, Mr. Leader, great leader Mizanor?
Sir, I want to show you something, sir. Can I show?
Sure.
Okay. This is our thank you for admin.
Yes.
So, thank you.
Admin will see that. Mm-hmm.
So first of all, I want to say good afternoon, and I want to say also the thank you very much for the admin. So it's wonderful concept to give us, and for humility. So I am Mizanur. I am Mizanur. I have been with TBC community. It is to be honored for 2.5 years, and also what I say for is beautiful concept for us, and I think is who do not read the blog is still now is uneducated. So the blog, they have system to say every 2016 the 2 April is the first blog. We still now in 105 pages. The who do not read for the blog, he also he don't study about the blog. Is uneducated for TBC community. So first of all, we think is very important to read in blog and study with blog, because we have this education platform in the is a blog. So I'm speak little bit English, but not too much.
You're doing a great job.
Understand, but TBC The Billion Coin is wonderful concept, because we have a lot of cryptocurrency. We know 1,650 cryptocurrency, but only the TBC is an abundance-based cryptocurrency. Is another design. You say the orange and apple. It is true, because people don't understand about the TBC. First of all, they say every time when you come from the exchange. But if you see the 12 April is the blog, for we don't need to any exchange. But people do not understand we have a design. We have the admin have made to design to the free of humility, because the design we need in the present monitor system. The present monitor system, about the present monitor system, how they work in paper money or the fiat currency. But TBC, they can help of the humility. The admin, I say the admin also, the every time try to every blog to understand, have a article. Every blog we have an article. The people don't read, don't study about the blog. So they, if they study about the blog, the each and everybody for TBC community, they coming is a educated person. And the when we start the for TBC community growing, the in 2016, the we have the some people who have a broadcasting there's like in Dan Luz, in MBA, Lawrence. They start for the study for the blog, and they read also. They come to also the blog broadcasting. But is we have a lot little people this time. So now we have the Randy sir is coming for us for inspire for our community on coming and coming more leader. But I have to start. I was in the TBC, then I start also the coming the for with Randy sir for the every the same button meeting, every broadcasting I understand. Then 9 months after the last 9 months, I working with the Bangladesh community because I live in Germany. So study the start the fund, the learning people, the follow the blog, follow the leader. Then come to you through the concept for our concept coming in our big and big to coming from all the massive growth. But the people don't understand. Still now they don't know understand. But we start for this. Also the people coming in Bangladesh people, the 9 month, I have 10 people already for start the broadcasting and the follow the blog and follow the leader, the Randy Winson. So I'm the little bit successful now, but we need to more people, more leader coming our community for educated leader about the TBC, not the people coming who speak something then we don't understand, but they have to learn the accurate or actual the concept for TBC. But we must I try to my best to learn people for what I learn from Randy, I give them. What I learn from you, I give you. Right. So that's why we try to our best for coming in people, because in Bangladesh people they don't know understand in the English. They understand, but they cannot write, they cannot speak more as like you, as like another people. But then we now we take the coaching from the Randy sir for the how to cash flow, because the cash flow coaching is very important for us. That's why I've done my 10 leader coming in the first in cash flow coaching. Then next coming also the next book coming more than 5 people, because we need to educated people to the if we grow our concept, if we grow our the community, we need to educate it. I say each and every leader for around the world need to learning how to exactly the admin say. The thank you very much for admin to the give us for the is a wonderful concept. The concept can save the people. The concept can save the humanity, and the all in the planet and each one of everybody for. So and that's why I learned from you also the lot of video. I have 181 episode you make. It's very powerful for us, very powerful as the we can learn more and more. Learning can every time. Learning is not finished. people can learn in again and again, again and again. And then, well, thank you very much. I cannot speak more in English, but I can.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Well,
You're fine.
The people, people must understand the TBC come for humility. We need to for TBC for the save our humility, because you know present monitor system what is going on. We know in the in monitor system for banking system, which is a 100% scam still now. That's why we need to in TBC to grow our community, and quickly because we need depend our in community who work which corner from they work. You know, in Nigeria start for the for broadcasting, the Cameroon start in MBA. He start from the in Cameroon, and Lawrence also start from the South Africa. You start from USA, and you start. We need more leader, but that's why I say we want to grow our community quick in possible, because we have a not lot of time, because we know we have a step by step. Admin have a lot of step. They try, the admin 2 years find people, good people. He try to find good people every single day. They give the blog, but people they're not learning. But now we must start the learning to coming in the more leader for our community, not a leader, the educated leader for TBC. That's why we very important to cash flow coaching for the each and every leader who want to leader. But people coming with the I am a leader, but I say you what is the mission of the TBC? They cannot speak. They cannot nothing to speak. What is the formula of the TBC? They cannot say nothing. But they want to sell his coin. Never ever they cannot, because if you become money, you have to prepare yourself. First of all, you have to learn how you sell your coin. But the people do not understand. Still now there are a lot of people have the in Facebook and everywhere exchange what is this but we try to our community in Bangladesh community the bigger and bigger every single day. Because we need in TBC, because Bangladesh is one of our country is not too rich country. Is the 180 million people. 180 million people is a small country. But we myself I want to help them for the Bangladesh community. So each and everybody from Bangladesh take for TBC in almost free, because we want to give away, not for sale. We want to give away. Is because we have been now in distribution phase. Then next coming also the merchant adoption. Because then merchant adoption, we need to more focus for our community to grow. We have a 4-step. I take the for rate because I like to rate, because I have a 10 leader, they have a 10 leader. Almost everybody must learn how to the admin say. Thank you, sir. I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. I proud myself. You give me a chance to say something. But
sure, anytime.
Yes.
What you just spoke about is so incredibly valuable, because one key thing that I just learned, something that you said that was so key to everyone to hear today.
Yes.
The key in TBC is education.
Yes, right. Absolutely.
Education and learn. See, learning is everlasting. You keep on and on. Learning never stops.
The
The
people have a
learning
no
of life
time.
never stops.
Uh, They
The learning how to eat. Get this one now, y'all. You all.
yes,
When you go in other countries, when
yes,
you go in other countries like some of the Asian countries, do they eat with silverware? They eat with chopsticks, right? So you learn how to use chopsticks. Something as simple as that. So you just kept learning, you learn and learn and learn. So the same thing applies here in the Billion Coin.
yes,
You learn the system. So guess
yes.
what? You teach someone else how to learn the system. And they
Because
keep
Mhm.
learning. And you
then
keep
if you
on and keep let it be like a revolving door. Okay. I'm coming to TBC. I'm gonna be showing the fast start system. I'm gonna do every step. When I now I'm getting I may not be earning cash flow yet because it's now quick because I gotta wait till the redemption period come. But at the same
yes,
time, I'm gonna teach somebody else to come around and do it again and
yes,
again and again and again.
Sir,
Yes,
sir,
yes, sir.
our leader 28th September have happy birthday, our Randy Wilson sir, and today my birthday, sir. Please.
It
ah,
was your birthday?
Yeah, today my birthday, sir.
happy birthday, sir.
Oh, okay. Let's do this. Now this is what we do here in America. Happy birthday to you.
Good.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Ray Rag. Happy
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
birthday to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Good.
Thank you.
Oh, you're looking younger, sir. You're looking younger.
Yeah.
we have we have a
Thank
big
you, sir.
chance for humanity. We have a big chance for now. 21st century, we need to more skill. The people must understand, but people, the our community still now the uneducated. They about the TBC. They don't want to. Then they don't want to learn to how to block. Say they want to sell this coin, but they want to know that no time. But you need to time to learn. You have to time. You have to do it because our admins they give everything. They everything we our system. We follow the system, follow the leader, follow the admin block. This is very important. Each and every leader. So then also the I want to say the is a the present monitor system have a system one, but our new monitor system also have a system. The people must understand the system. The That's why we need to powerful leader. We need to
Uh-huh.
educate leader to grow
Mm-hmm.
our community. And I say we try this Bangladesh community. Is myself try to grow our community 180 million people, and this language in Bangla language for India, part of the India, the also the 180 million people. There is half million the half million people. They,
Mm-hmm.
we try to our best, and thank you very much for the chance
Oh,
for the here. Thank
yeah.
you.
I like something you said. Like we having, okay, we already tried our system, their monetary system.
Yes,
Okay, but did that monetary system get us where we needed to be and help others? Now we're
yes,
going to try our monetary system that's geared to helping humanity and
yes.
help getting rid of poverty.
Our
So
design is the
yes,
our TBC design of free of humility. This is the people money. This is
right.
the our and
It's
people
people
money.
money. It's
And
our
people
money for the people. It's by the
because
people for the people.
yes, this is people
Mhm.
money. And the
Somebody here that's here. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Simone. Um, I'm so
tomorrow.
sorry, sir, to keep you waiting.
Yes,
Thank.
yes, sir. Thank you. My
The
great,
floor is
great
yours,
place,
sir.
beautiful place for me. I am so excited, and for you, sir. I am so about listen to every talk to about this Mijanur Rahman and Ishak leader, Ishak bro leader is a very amazing leader. Because I'm from my name is I'm Ariful Islam Shumon, first of all, and I'm from Bangladesh and live in Italy. And our my leader is Mizanur Rahman. He is living Germany. We are the proud in my motherland in Bangladesh, and the poor people help the help concept, and we are the help the people. And Brandy sir, this is a coaching is a fantastic coaching is our
Mm-hmm.
community, and I am sure we are the must coaching, and learning must be learning in,
Mm-hmm.
and go to the people the speaking for about this something the what is TBC. The TBC is a meaning, big meaning, that the billion coin. This is the
Mm-hmm.
absolutely our worldwide is changing money, because these people no understand the billion coin. What is the means? We are the
Mm-hmm.
learning and speaking the people, and worldwide changing money is people not trusted. It's a
Mm-hmm.
is a very very important thinking. But we are the trust. I am trust the TBC, and the 2016 is starting the TBC means, and the TBC learning, and my help the people, my help the leader, the Mizanur Rahman is a very active person. My help, and brother Randy is also frankly. Uh, I'm so excited, but because this week I'm the coaching, the cash flow coaching and the learning very more than questions. I am the listen, and the again and again the coaching is important, more than people important the coaching admission and the learning is a TVC is a concept. It's a wonderful concept. uh, First of all, I am celebration the our leader is Ishak brother is a happy birthday to you. Our community in big leader and very active leader and the community, and
Thank you.
uh,
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you
Thank you
brother,
so much.
thank you sir, thank you sir. I am
Mhm.
little bit the English and the no no
It's
troll in
okay.
the English.
It's okay.
Thank
It's
you,
okay.
Excellent.
No
thank
problem.
you.
Excellent. You know, we have some
Yeah.
great, bright people here in the Bangladesh community, and I just want to just go through the blog a little bit. Back to the beginning, there I got somebody named of TBC Johnny. He asked that you know, people still asking how some many people are asking the importance of a cash center in TBC community. And let's see what you do. I guess want to say I want me to say something more about it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just say this real quickly because I know we're past our time, but I'm gonna say this. Admin decided to have cash centers because of one particular issue, and that issue was because, well, two things. It was twofold. People did not know what cryptocurrency was when it was in our TBC back office when it said you had to purchase in Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin. People didn't know what it was. Some people didn't know what it was or how to get it. So that was the reason. They didn't know. Some people didn't know what it was, how to attain it. So they said, okay, I got a system that I want people to become a cash center. A person is a cash center. They give you exactly how to become one in your cash back office. They use Google Maps to find the destination that you chose to do your transactions with people, to pay their $10 fee for their People Cash annual subscription to their People Cash back office. And if you happen to be a TB supplier, meaning that you have a lot of TBC, people can purchase $100 or more TBC from you. You can do two. You can actually pay for two things: the $10 fee and purchase $100 or more of TBC. Because what did TB said? See, to become a millionaire, just purchase $100. That's all they said. Now, for me, when I got involved, I think I had a total when it was smoke cleared. I think I was about $600. I think I purchased, and I haven't purchased. I referred a lot of people. I did that a lot, close to 300 to be exact. But and still bringing people in the community. But and the people, some of the people that I brought on, they purchased what I did and more. So usually people, I start everybody on my team, they are set. Well, quite a few of them are set to be billionaires. Some are set to be millionaires. So that's pretty much set. I'm just trying to get more of them to become broadcasters. That's like pulling teeth. you know, you can't, because the person is resisting. So it's hard for people to, it's like they're afraid to get out of their comfort zone. Now, as I'm talking to you all, I see you all down my bottom left-hand corner. But before I started having people on, because there was a time I didn't even know how to bring my Google Hangout link up. And I figured it out. But Mr. Prince, oh my goodness. This is a surprise, you all. We have a great person here, Mr. Pratam Kumar from India.
Wow!
Our brand leader, the Asia Indian. Thank you.
Hi, leader.
I just love to be part of the, as a panelist of being the world leaders. I've been writing so many messages appreciating about my wonderful and renowned leader, my brother Stephen Coffey. So I could not fulfill my heart by just writing a message. So I had a mind. I had a mind thinking that definitely I should join this live broadcast. So I had a telecon a couple of minutes back with my brother Randy too. He was so happy about my works and all, and he suggested me to do the selection for the Indian team for the 10 members. Definitely this should be going to work for all the countries, for California, for the Bangladesh, and he was so much happy about the Bangladesh people going on the wildfire. So many happenings are going on. So my brothers Randy 22nd anniversary is scheduling, I think today itself. So let us wish and madam for the 22nd anniversary, and the same time for the 28th September for his auspicious and birthday too. So this is the reminder to all my world leaders. My voice is little bit tight because of the weather change when I came back from the Jaipur, Rajasthan. If you are to be seen as a wonderful leader inside this TBC community, just follow the leaders, just follow the world's leaders' teachings, methodologies. And I would definitely suggest that please follow the brother Stephen's Coffey's teachings methodologies. You listen as a wonderful leader.
Right.
Definitely.
Thank you so
Definitely.
much. Wow. This is a prize. Kumar, I was hoping you would come on. I was going to ask you to come on. And you must was thinking what I was thinking. And it's so, I just think I get so excited every time I see you come on, because I'm going to tell y'all something, man. If y'all want an example of a great person, that's a great person. You know, a great leader, somebody that is just warm and kind, always just, I mean, Pritam, I can't wait till one day I can come to your country and meet you in person. I know Randy and I would love to meet you in person. Well, you know one thing? A lot of us gonna probably meet each other when we go on that cruise. You know that, right?
Definitely, bro.
You know, a lot of us gonna see each other, and I'm hoping we can have another like a fun meeting together. Let's talk about the Billion Coin and where we're going and where do we think our admin's going with it. You know, we know where we're going, but what's the next big thing? Because everybody wants to know, what is the next big thing? Well, guess what? The next big thing is us. you know.
Bro, what I've been positioning or been seen as a world leader inside this TBC community because of I have been following the system, I've been following the world leaders as an exemplified, I've been following your teachings methodologies, likewise so many teachings methods like David Jones, my sister Marianne Murphy also. I'm just a junior, I'm just a learner inside this TBC community. I haven't followed the system. I am just a follower of the world's leaders teaching methodologies. So I want to duplicate this system to my team members so that they will be seen as the leader. Brother, you are just a renowned leader. I have been following you. That's what I have been positioning, be seen as a world leader because of you leaders only, bro.
Mm-hmm. Well, I tell you, you know, it's a strange thing about me, guys. You know, where a lot of people give me a lot of congratulations and a lot of all the things y'all say about me. It goes straight to my heart because you know one thing. Not a whole lot of people knew who I was before I started broadcasting. That's why I'm trying to tell people how big this is about being a broadcaster. People don't believe me when I say this. People don't believe me when I say become a student of the blog. And all I did before I became a broadcaster, I just studied the blog every day. And I just built my knowledge. So I said, once I start broadcasting, oh, people are going to listen. Because they're going to say, wow, he's saying the same things the blog is saying. See? So if you become a student of the blog, you become sharp. You become knowledgeable. You just gain all this knowledge. And all of a sudden, it just come out. Because guess what? This live broadcast wasn't scripted. I didn't write anything down. I spoke of what I know. And what I know is the blog.
Bro, Steven, you won't even know yourself how much you have done for our community members. You won't even know yourself that how much you have dedicated, you have energized yourself to share the lovely and wonderful message that was posted in the blog. You try to give the every update that is posted from day-to-day basis. You won't even know yourself that you are the leader, powerful leader inside this TBC community. We are feel so much honored. We are feel so much privileged to be part of following the leadership, bro.
Well, I tell you,
yes,
because guess what?
yes, yes.
The blog. Do y'all know what the blog is? It's admin. It's the TBC administration.
Right.
Now you may not know the name because that's not important. All you need to know is what the material that person gives. That's all. That's all you got to know. If you know that, what don't you notice? You notice when Rand always talk about the blog too in his live broadcast. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed nearly every single broadcast he mentioned a blog? See, if you just listen to people, you can catch a lot of great things. Did you notice something that Mr. North said? That when he said something again, what he also still was talking about? Education.
Right.
Learning. What do you think Israel talking about? Why do you think he's so into his live broadcast? Do you know you can get a lot from people mannerisms when they give a broadcast? You notice how they use their hands. You notice how close he get to his screen so he can reach you? See, guys, I watch everything. I watch everything y'all do. I'm learning from you too.
Wow, wow, great.
I'm learning from you, Israel. I'm learning from you, Kamar. I'm learning from you, Israel. I'm learning from Simone. I'm learning from you guys. We're learning from each other.
Yes.
We're becoming proficient in TBC, the Billion Coin. We're going to know it like it's the back of our hand.
Right.
Well, guys,
Bro,
it's so great to have you here.
bro, bro,
What I
what I,
want to do,
bro,
go ahead,
what I,
Kumar.
bro, what I acknowledge by joining this TBC committee is we had been programmed earlier by someone who is in the heaven. So we are able to meet here in this mother earth because we have been programmed earlier by someone else. We haven't noticed that definitely one way or the other we will be meeting like this. We have been programmed earlier some time ago that definitely we will be meeting like this. Let us do something. Let us do something for the upliftment for the weaker sections of the society by being the as a brotherhood. Let us uplift these weaker sections of the society, brother. Let us unite together. Let us go hand to hand. Let us fulfill this vision and the mission to get together. Let us not take too much long to achieve this vision and mission, brothers. I'm expecting that all the world leaders will be definitely uniting together to accomplish this mission in a very short span of time. If we are taking too much long period means we are making the sufferings to the community or our weaker sections of the society. So let us work in such a way that let us achieve our goal in a very short span of time, brother. I'm expecting that all our mighty God will give the blessings so that our vision and mission will be surely fulfilled in a very short span of time, brother.
You're
Yeah,
right.
brother.
Go ahead.
Yes, brother Pritam Kumar. Yes, you are right. First, we want to make strong the roots. That's why, brother. Today is this broadcast is my 10 number broadcast. I joined our brother. I want to strong our brother hand, our leader hands, and the knowledge and support because they are new and they are make afraid and shy. That's why this is my 10 number broadcast today.
Wow.
We are
Wow.
want to strong root the tree, the apple tree, the root. We are want to strong fast root
Right.
that
Because
we are each other help. That
mhm,
we are each other help. I give a lot of time. This time is my invest. This is my money. This time
that's
is my
right.
invest.
Hmm.
It's true.
Thank you, sir.
This is what we have seen. We're the roots of this tree that you
Yes,
saw.
yes.
We're the roots. We're the
We would,
broadcasters. Without us, TBC
the,
cannot grow.
the our
So
foundation, first of all, we want to follow our foundation. This foundation, now we start the foundation and strong foundation, the
Right.
root. That's why the every we try to people coming the each one the leader for our country or the around the world, they follow the system, follow the because without education we cannot go and forward. We
right.
have to first of all need to education, the blog and TBC education very important because the we know the we have the 3.5 million people, but the how many people we follow the blog, but the people we need to the very important for now for
1%.
because the blog we have to try for all of the our global community because we have a vision, we have a mission, we have a purpose, we have a formula, we have a agreement the with TBC community because people must the, the agreement, the agreement, we have a agreement for the our coin never go down, the everything admin doing for us, but people still now don't understand everything. We have a skip, we have a step, every step the admin say we must follow the step because the the our not our the global in the the people try to scam. Lot of people have still now is a scheme to try to exchange or something, but we have must stop, because we knew in 2016 up to 2017 we the admin, we have the decentralized, first of all the coin is fully decentralized. Then we, the admin looking for the we these our wonderful concept they make to finish the people. Then is a block they come in. You know, the is fantastic idea. TBC is a fantastic idea.
It's the
The
best idea I've seen.
idea, the idea we must follow, and still now we have to fight the people who have no understand. The still now in TBC we must learn them. From learn where you come from, the source is a source is Randy Winston sir. And from you, from Pritam Kumar, I appreciate the thank you very much, Pritam, to help me to coming
Okay.
we introduce for the Randy Winston and Stephen Coffey, because the 9 month I am the try to the our Bangladesh community they understand the what is the TBC. Now is almost the people understand the, what is the TBC. That's why we start the every leader must be find the same leader. Every leader. Then I go with them. The Isaac would go with them in broadcasting how to coming in broadcasting. We need to the voice. We need to voice all in the over the wall. So thank you very much. Today is,
Thank you.
thank you.
Bro,
Thank you.
brothers,
I wanna thank-
all the world leaders, my appeal to the family members and the world leaders is let's give a promise by taking the advantage of this live broadcast also. Let us fix the target to achieve our 1 billion verified members country-wise. Let us work in that way. Only then we are sorting like this. Bangladesh is working, California side, US is working, India side is working, then Pakistan side is working. We are working in different levels, no doubt. Perhaps we should give a target that at this certain moment of the time we should be definitely reaching this target. Otherwise, we'll be just going like a tortoise, not as a hare race. So let us target in that way that within this certain period of time we should fulfill a completeness this mission to reach the 1 billion verified members. Otherwise, we'll say that I'm trying to target my perspective and the prospective family members to join the community. We are in a massive growth campaign, community growth campaign. All the world leaders are working in this way. So my appeal to the leaders taking the advantage of this live broadcast is let us give a time frame that within this certain period of time from India side, I will reach this period. Less or plus it is another way. From the US side, let us reach this target. From the Bangladesh side, let us reach. Only then we will be able to achieve this momentum to have this massive growth of the 1 billion verified members. Brothers, Stephen, please do supplement regarding this, my appeal to the world leaders.
Yes. Hold on just a minute, guys. Give me a moment. Y'all continue right there. Be right there just a minute, okay? I got to get my power cut because I'm going to run out of energy. I want to cut us off, okay? Hold on a minute.
So Israel Bhai, I want to wish you personally by taking this advantage of the life on the air. Many happy returns of the day, and wish you very grand success whatever you do in your life. Inshallah.
इंशाल्लाह भगवान चाहे तो हो जाएगा भाई। आपका आशीर्वाद है मेरा शेर का
ऊपर में जो रहने वाले कंप्यूटर जो पकड़ने वाले सहारे तो सब कुछ हो जाएगा।
शेर का ऊपर आपका आशीर्वाद है, आपका ब्लेस है भाई। आपका ब्लेस का जो हाथ है ना वो मेरा शेर का ऊपर है, मुश्किल नहीं। और मिजानुर भाई का हाथ मेरा शेर पर है, मुश्किल नहीं। हम I can success.
Definitely. Brother Mizanul will be definitely seen, and his team leaders will be definitely seen as the world leader inside this TBC community very very soon. Please notice this. So let us welcome back to my brother Stephen. So please suggest us, brother Stephen, for the country wise. Let us target in such a way that from the America US side, let us achieve this goal. From the Indian side, let me achieve this goal, and from the Bangladesh side also, let us achieve this goal. In this way, if we are targeting for achieving this 1 billion verified members within this certain period of time, definitely we can achieve this. Otherwise, different countries are working in the same platform, following the same system. They will tell that we are following the system, we are attaining the cash flow system, same system again and again. It will become a monotonous, and it will become a very lengthy procedure to be achieved for the 1 billion verified members. So let us target that within this certain period of the time, we should reach this million members, or the if we happen to be that we can achieve the 1 billion verified members. So what do you suggest, my brother, if we are target to achieve the 1 billion verified members, we need to set a target within this certain period of the months?
Are you speaking of a certain time period? Are you speaking of a certain time period?
Yeah, brother. Within 3 months, 4 months, 1 year, let us keep a target country wise.
Well, I think I would need to. I don't want to be the only one to set a target time, because I mean I'm one of many people here in the U.S. And got several leaders here like Randy. I think if we would like to say, I would like to give it maybe a year to a year and a half. I'll say a year and a half.
Yes, we
because,
can.
see, what the reason I say that is because we got to be mindful that we just not long ago got our new network. Our network, because we're migrating and we're functioning on an old Bitcoin clone type network before we even migrated. We slowed up. We slowed up a great deal. So we got to speed it up. But as we do, I think we can speed the system up and reach a year to a year and a half if we become more, not just leaders, but become coaches, cash flow coaches. See, it can't be just Randy. It can't be when I become one, when Lawrence become one, when Lawrence is already becoming one. It can't be just Dan Lukes. If several of us broadcasters become cash flow coaches. Because see, cash flow coaches are teaching the fast start system.
Yes.
So we become that. See, because what Randy's teaching all of us, Randy's teaching you this, to use what you have and then multiply what you have. Do the same thing to those people. See? Yes. So it's got to be that way. It's got to be that way.
This can work like this, brother. If many new prospective or the prospective members from the American side are also not joining, also you are leading as a leadership role, so you are giving the direction to many leaders. So we are uniting together because of the system. You are giving a direction how to bring many community members inside this TBC community. So what I try to appeal to my leaders is setting a target to this the 1 billion verified members is becoming a very crucial part, so as our TBC coin should definitely become the liquidity, so as to spend on the goods and the services, brother. You can lead the role as a leader. Not talking about that from the American side, so many members will be joining in the community system. You can be as a leading role, act as a leadership part to make the leaders follow the system. So what I'm trying to mean is to lead the direction, to set a target.
Lead the direction.
So that our TBC coins become the liquidity part, brother.
Okay. Well, I tell you, you know what Randy we're doing. I mean, Admin has already given us an appointment already, sending us to Africa. So I think what y'all learned, what the whole TBC community watch what we're going to do while we're over there, because I'm sure a lot of it is going to be posted on the blog. Y'all watch what we do and use that as a platform to expand our community. That'll help us get there a lot quicker. Because if we're trying to get at least 500 people, which is supposed to be a paid event for them, of each country, of each of those 4 countries. And one of the reasons that I'm sure admin want us to go to Nigeria as being one of those main countries, because that Nigeria population is the bulk of our TBC community.
Yes.
We have to make sure that those people in that country are doing the right thing in terms of TBC, because we still have quite a few people that's got their own agenda. We got to make sure that they got TBC's agenda as the Fat Start system. We got to make sure that we teach those people how to cash flow, because some of them are thinking still we can exchange TBC for BTC, which is Bitcoin. I still get people from Nigeria sending me messages about that. So we got to get that corrected when we go over there. There's no exchange with TBC and Bitcoin. That's one of the problems that we have in this community. We still got people messaging me about how to exchange TBC with Bitcoin, and you cannot do that. So somebody's teaching some. We got a group of people out here that's teaching people the wrong thing. So I'm hoping that with Randy, let's go over there, we can get that part corrected, and they can expand on that notion. Because if we get 1.4 million people in TBC following the system, can you imagine how fast we can get to a billion members? Now, I'm not saying to omit everyone else. I'm talking about if we got listen to this, think about this. If we got 1.4 million people in the Billion Coin and they're not following the system, that's a big problem. So we got to make sure they are following because they're the top in population. I'm not worried about the second country, being Philippines. Dan Luke and Doc Dan, they're doing a wonderful job over there.
Wonderful job, right?
Wonderful job. I'm not worried. In my opinion, that's just me, based on what I know about Philippines and what they're doing. I would say that they're probably doing the best job out of the whole world right now. I believe that country is doing the best right now in the whole world right now. That's what I believe.
Yes.
That's just my opinion now. I'm just one of many, but I'm just saying, because I'm hearing, I like the store system. I like what Ferrano is doing in Nigeria. I like his concept. I like people exchanging the coin for goods and services, because that's what we're about too. But there's one thing we got to make sure that everybody, like Ms. Nora said, everybody needs to follow the Fast Start system. Everybody. The Indian populations, what y'all doing? See, I like what you all doing. If I had things my way, everyone that's on this panel right now will go with Randy and me. Everyone will go with me. With Randy and I, we go over in Africa. Because what we're discussing today is so vital for the community right now. And we're not alone. The people that's on that broadcast meeting after the send button meeting, and some of these people on this chat, and I know this has been a pretty long live broadcast, but this is an important broadcast, I would say. And so we got some great leaders here on this broadcast. So everything that's discussed is so important. But Printon, I think that same question you just asked, like a target time, that needs to be brought up in our broadcast meeting. Because I think if it's brought up in our broadcast meeting, I think the other leaders, the other broadcasters would hear it.
I will definitely highlight this point in the several broadcastings also, brother. See, brother, I've been trying my best level for the Indian context. Our population is at present 28 census, 342 million population over here in India. So I have very hard time working over here. Even when I had a telecon with my brother Randy also a couple of hours back, Pritam, please try to select 10 top leaders of India. My team members had a very hard time to communicate with the world leaders. So my brother Randy is suggesting me that to select the 10 members and attend the cash flow coaching sessions also. It is not a matter of the language problem or the communication problem. Pritam, you are there, so why you are worrying about? Make them understand the flow of the system. You can translate what I'm trying to mean. He suggested me in that way. So I had made up my mind that definitely I'll be selecting my top 10 leaders of India to be participant of the CFC sessions, because CFC is part of the our system. TBC system is not the thing that it is out of the system. Definitely, I'll be suggesting my team members to be part of the system, brother. This is a huge population, brother Steven.
Yes, it
342
is.
million. My market is, see the context of my market, 342 million members. So when I was there in the Jaipur also, I was so pleased. I was so pleased by the wonderful leaders of India, words of appreciation, so much trust, so much love they have shown to me. I was really pleased to be a leader for the Indian team also. I will be definitely working hard day after day to make them leaders and fulfill this vision and the mission of this TBC, brother Stephen.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. You know what what y'all doing is doing awesome work. But just be mindful that it's not easy what you're doing. It takes time. And I know we want to reach a goal of a billion members, but think about it. A billion members is a lot of people, a lot of people. And so it takes time to get to that point. So, so what I encourage you is that let's just follow the system. Let's
One
just
hour
make
45
sure
minutes,
that we're
sir.
teaching people the right thing we should be teaching, which is the fast start system. And we'll have another broadcast. Like I hope to do another one tomorrow. But the main thing is this. Um, I don't have anything else basically to say, but just follow the system. Just teach people and teach people that. Don't just keep it for yourself.
Bro,
Because
I had done my broadcasting part, started from the scratch level, giving the PowerPoint presentation. Definitely, I thought I had a mind, I had thought that my PowerPoint presentation will definitely reach the unreached people also. I make up all those points that was posted in the blog as a small PowerPoint presentation of the one hour. I think definitely my PowerPoint presentation also will definitely reach the unreached people who will be definitely joining this TBC community, brother.
there's one thing I want to add too, and that is remember this. I know there are people in your countries that have a language barrier. They may not understand English. So what you all have to do is, and what y'all been doing, and what y'all doing in the Bangladesh community, that is speak your native language in TBC. Just say the same thing you were saying in English, because some of you all understand English pretty well, but just speaking your language to your people and teach them what you learn, what Randy's teach you, but said in Hindi, in Bangladesh language, whatever language that is, y'all speak it in that language, and teach those people. Because get this, it doesn't matter what language you speak, long as you're speaking the right language of the blog, of the cash flow system, of the fast start system. You see, that's the key thing.
Right. What I'm trying to acknowledge is This time I will be doing my own local language so as to reach other people. Hindi is not my official language again.
I know Hindi is not your language. I know it's not.
Hindi, Hindi is not my official language again. Definitely, I will try to give the interpretation part in my local language so that I will give the direction for this wonderful TBC about this system next time, bro. That was a very good suggestion, bro.
Yeah, we need to see. Remember, people like I have on this live broadcast now, which is Dream Homes Investments. Nicole, she speaks it in every week. She speaks it in German, English, and Italian. Guys, I wouldn't care if you spoke it in 30 languages. Admin doesn't care about what language. Why do you think you can change the blog into your language? They want to speak. This is a worldwide thing. They want people to speak this same thing in every language that's out there. So people want to learn in every language. I know a lot of it comes across in my language in English, you know. Perhaps I don't know. Maybe admin is English. I don't know who they are. All I know is that that's how they got it. But they did make our QuickCast back office can change in different languages, and they know they can change our blog in different languages. So teach it, and I know Randy speaks English, but teach it in another language. Just teach those same things in that language around the world, and whatever your language is. Okay.
Next time I'll be promoting for the excuse me. Next time I'll be promoting for the Nepali send button meeting very soon. One lady that had turned up in the Jaipur, Rajasthan. She is a wonderful leader from the Nepal, Kathmandu. Definitely, I along with my brother Indy will be discussing about this matter also. Next time on the Tuesday send button meeting, that will be the Nepali brother.
Remember what I said. I'm gonna keep beating this I'm gonna keep doing this. And it's some. I guess I think I figured out. Well, it's not that hard to figure out what the issue is. That one reason we're not growing, and the reason why people not understand. Well, part of it is twofold. Some of them not willing to learn, and the ones that's willing to learn don't understand because they don't understand. You got to speak it in the language they understand. You see. Like you all do in the Bangladesh, y'all speak it in your language. Teach people what you learned for Randy, and the exact same thing you learned from Randy, teach it to your people in your country, in your language. And tell them do the same thing over and over again. And what you'll start seeing is maybe people like A.T. Marie would speak like she speaks her language in Uganda. Like Nicole, the Dream Homes Investment, she's speaking in German and Italian. You know, different people that like Scott Thorne, Bitcoin Scott, he prefers Bitcoin Scott. He speaks his in Cambodian as well as English. Everyone needs to be speaking in other languages that can speak in other languages. Because that way you're reaching a large population of people. Everyone in the world is not English. You know,
it's going 2 hours.
I don't know why.
2 hours.
I know. We gotta put some time. We gotta cut off. You know,
bro. I don't know why I want to promote so many leaders to become the host as 10 button meetings in different languages. Definitely up to my batch level, I will be promoting many leaders to be hosts for the 10 button meetings. Definitely God will surely bless me to have these wide openings for many broadcasters as well as the becoming host, bro.
Great, thank you. Okay, guys. This is probably the longest live broadcast I've ever done, and it's probably because I guess people are really liking what we're doing today. Thank thank you for all. I'm not gonna name all the people in the chat because I see them all. I appreciate everyone that's in the chat. I'd like to thank everyone here. This has been great. It may have been long, but it's been great. Thank you all. All what you said today on the panel has been very valuable. I love all you guys. Keep pushing forward on our journey towards the billion coin. And I want to thank the little one that's maybe watching me and my loved one that's always supporting me in Tennessee. Just make sure that the people here on this live chat just know that we all care about you here. I know we did a lot of talking among ourselves, but we care about you too in this chat area. And so you all have a nice day, and I hope to look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And keep doing your broadcast. Keep encouraging your teams to do broadcasts so we can meet the needs of our community.
Brother Israel, you are just an amazing and great leader that we haven't noticed continuing this 2 hours session live broadcast.
This has been a long one.
Yeah, this is the first time we all the leaders to be in your live broadcast. Really, really congratulations to you, my brother Israel, and I'm once again wishing you on this auspicious moment of your birthday. Let God fulfill all your vision and mission. Let us work together by uniting as a brothers to accomplish.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay unified.
Thank you.
Stay unified. Stay aligned.
Thank you, sir.
All right, y'all have a great day, okay?
Peace.
Take care, brothers.
Bye-bye. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Everybody have a good night.
Good night.